What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the latest edition of the Jobber Knocker podcast. As always, is Nestlemania alongside for the ride is a man that's always a soft ass bitch, JC.
I'm a hard ass bitch, ho.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Are you the mystery man at War Games?
Well, see, we're dressed like the Mystery Man at War Games, but you look kind of Arab and I look like Dark State, so
We could both be part of Dark State.
yeah. But you're like the shitty guy that no one likes. I'm like the guy who's an Iron Survivor.
The guy that nobody knows?
Dion Linux or whatever. He's the only one I know.
Or whatever. Yeah, you don't really know him if you don't know his name.
Dion Lennox. Lewis, Lennox, something like that.
Lewis or Lennox. Yeah, you really are a
It's
big
more
fan.
than I know the other three.
Yeah. I just want to see if anybody comments on this, and then once we comment, I'll take it off. But anyway,
I'm already sweating, so this ain't gonna last long.
No, it's not gonna
I'll
last
try to
long,
last
man.
through War Games like this. How about that?
I doubt very much. Anyway, we should probably talk about War Games first. As you brought this up, there's a lot to talk about this week. We've got a lot of things going on. So let's start right at War Games, JC. There were only 4 matches. We started off with the women's match. Let's see how long this puppy was.
Not long enough.
This one was 41 minutes and 10 seconds. Longer than the men's match, surprisingly.
Yeah, the men's match was a huge disappointment. We'll get to that when we get there in terms of length. But
Anyway.
the women's, yeah, I think this one needed to go a little longer too, and I felt like they cut it short. I mean, there's obviously like some fun stuff, but like we talk about these matches with the setup, it just takes so long to get going. But then, like once we got it, the 5-on-5, just like the men's, it felt like it just kind of ended.
That's true. I'm sorry, I got to take this off. I can't do it.
Once again, JC is the Iron Survivor, the Soul Survivor, and the winner at War Games.
Oh, that was too much even for me. It was a good little stomach thing that we did there. Anyway, listen, I'll say this much. This is something that, Muhammad Hassan's henchman. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you, Joe, from the fucking top rope, you weirdo. Look, I'll say this much right here. I know JC is not a fan of War Games, or at least cage matches in general.
I like War Games. I just don't like the rules.
I think here's the thing, and I actually got to watch this live with a buddy, and so I will say this much. I just don't like the buildup of like the 20 to 30 minutes of it not being a real match until all the combatants are in it. I think that's the hardest part for me because the matchup doesn't really begin until everybody's in there, and I think that's one of those things where you're just like, enough already, like enough, right? So like, I don't know. It's not for me.
I'm a big fan of foreplay, but this gun has way too much foreplay. Like at this point, it's like you're holding on for dear life. And that's why when everyone gets in there, it just ends because you've been holding it so long. Now you're told you can go, you're going to go.
And boy, did you go. But listen, I'll say this much. The women's match was fun. I will say this much as well, that obviously Team Rhea won. You can see that there's
AJ tapped out Becky. That's the lead.
Yeah. Also, a lot of people are debating whether or not that was an actual tap out. Like,
so is Becky. I think that's part of the controversy.
Right. Controversy. Look, I mean, I think it helps her character that she's got some controversy there, but also at the same time, it helps AJ. She seems like she's kind of on that part-timer basis thing going here, which is fine. I would imagine we're going to see them go one-on-one at some point because it seems like this is going to continue, which is fine by me. But I don't know. There's something about I mean, I love the EO Sky trash can stuff, but watching all the heels wait for a bus while she's climbing and sticking it on her head and then jumping down isn't my favorite thing in the world. So I just felt like, I don't know, like there's a couple of spots in these matches where I'm just like, even in the men's match, I'm like, there's a couple of things you're like, seriously, this is what we're doing. So I don't know. There just seems like a lot of unnecessary risk and a lot of unnecessary kabooms, which I normally like a good kaboom. I do. I'm just curious how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's one of those like, yeah, there's plenty of fun. If you ask me which one I liked better, I might say this just because the men left me very unsatisfied with how quickly that ended. We'll get to that. But like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't, I was a little like, I wasn't like underwhelmed, but I certainly wasn't overwhelmed by this pay-per-view overall. I thought it was fine, but this was just like more of just like, I wanted a little more from almost everything here.
You were whelmed. That's what you were. You weren't over or under. You were whelmed.
Yeah, but I wasn't even really whelmed. I was probably slightly underwhelmed.
I don't know. I thought it was a little bit weird for me. I will say, I don't think this was a good pay-per-view at all. I really don't. I
thought it was mid as fuck.
Moving on, I think unless you have something else you want to say about it. Okay. Moving on, we've got Dominic Mysterio, who beats John Cena by pinfall. 16 minutes 40 seconds here. I love the portion of did he or did he not get hurt? I thought that was a nice little touch. Even if he he did actually get hurt, you will never know. Of course, John Cena on his way out got to interact with both Raquel and Roxy and took pop rocks, as you pointed out. That's a big fucking deal. As well as the Judgment Day of JD McDonough and Finn Balor getting a double FU or attitude adjustment, I guess. And then, of course, the major return here. We got the double swerve with Liv, which was great. Well done. And she's a psycho, which I appreciated very much. And then Dom picked up the victory, which we kind of saw coming, but not the way that it was addressed. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun roller coaster ride. Cena's just having fun. He's down to one left in a couple of weeks here. So I'm curious right now if, first off, Jay, did you buy the injury at the time that you saw it? Because our boy, the Joe Stopper, is saying he did.
I didn't watch this match live because I had to stream it at work, so I had to go back and watch it. So I already knew of it, so I'm not a good person to ask for that. But if Joe said it, then I trust Joe.
I thought there was definitely a questionable point for sure, because I thought they did a great job. And I think they were playing off the Penta injury from last week. So I think that was kind of like what they were heading. And I thought it was brilliant. I really did. But John Cena loses. He's got one more to go. I thought this was a very entertaining match. I thought this part was probably the best part of the entire event. And I am curious what they do with Liv going forward, because I feel like Liv is definitely a babyface.
They teased it. She's gonna be the one that takes that title off Stephanie, and Judgment Day is gonna end up with all the gold again.
Just when you think Judgment Day is gone,
they never die, baby.
By the way, did you see that stat I left in the knocker thing?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's crazy. New merch. I trust Joe Stopper. No, we're not making that for you. Not in time for the holidays, at least. This man, he's the only person I know, by the way, that lobbies for merchandise. Okay? That's it. He got a Grammar Troll one. Isn't that enough for you? That's it.
You lobby for a lot of things, so I don't judge Joe for that, because
I am the master of the knocker. I can do whatever I want. I built this universe. You are all part of my universe. So you're welcome, all of you. I live to pop Jay Sizzle. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, don't do that. That's just bad behavior on your part.
Hey, there's no better thing in this world than entertaining me.
Yeah, well, too bad you're not entertaining. That's fine. Anyway,
that's fake news.
Speaking of Stephanie Vicaire, she beat Nikki Bella 12 minutes, 20 seconds in what was very much a one-sided affair here. I loved watching her get rammed into like Nikki Bella has no idea how to take the devil's kiss, but it looked like it hurt like very badly. And I just thought that was hilarious.
Well, she had to do it on the table. That's a thankless thing. But yeah, she didn't know what to do with her hands. That was funny.
She looked like a rag doll, which I think ended up working out. But now you get to the point where what do you do with Nikki Bella? She's nothing. She's nothing.
This is it. Like, she can show up in the Rumble and do random things. But yeah, this is it. You need to take the hood off. You look ridiculous with the hood and the headphones on top of it.
Even more than I normally do?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, because it's like uneven. It's covering half your eye. You're either all in or you're all out, Adam.
Am I a Sith Lord now?
Yeah. No, now you just look like a fucking moron.
Am I Kermit the Frog?
Yeah. I have more to say about that than I do about this match. So.
Ooh, what if I did this?
Yeah, sure. Can you see?
No.
Yeah, that's the problem. you look like you're an idiot from Star Trek again.
Yeah, well, I look like somebody who's trying to do VR for the first time.
Yeah, actually, you do look like that.
You know what I mean? Just waiting for you ever seen those videos of the girls that are just like...
I have not, but I can imagine what you're going for there.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'll take it off, seeing as though I've done my bit. All right. And then finally,
got to the actual run-in yet, and you already given up.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm a wimp. Do you have anything you want to say here about Vicaire and Bella?
No.
All right. Moving on, we've got the men's war games where the Vision picks up the big dub against the men's Roman Reigns team there with the CM Punk and all those guys. 40 minutes. Again, here's the thing. Right off the rip, I'm just gonna say this. Doing the Doomsday Device like 10 minutes into the match was a stupid fucking idea. Braun Breaker is the future of this business. They almost domed him on his head. And I kept thinking to myself, he'll be fine because he's like Brock Lesnar. He's just fucking insane.
There's nothing to damage between his ears, so.
I know, but at the same time, I was just like, come on. Like, was that completely necessary? Fuck you. So that's just my thought. That's all. It is what it is.
But yeah, I will say this: the highlight of this match for me was Braun once again, like he did at SummerSlam, putting the straps back up just to take them down again. That's gonna pop me forever until the end of time. I loved it. He obviously got the big win after I attacked. My name is in Austin Theory. I think it's Austin Theory. So that happened. That's how they won. But I was disappointed in this match because we got the big tease of these three guys and they're interacting. And finally, fucking, they all get in the ring and the match just ends.
Yeah.
Like Roman, easy job for him. What was he in the match? 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Fucking waste. Absolute waste. That's what killed me with this. It's just like the setup, whatever. Like I get that's how War Games works. And I love that it was Punk and Cody out first for them. You let the champions work, like whatever. Jey Uso was completely useless, like usual. But it just like we get there and it's like, oh, that's it. That's it. We're just ending the match now. It's like I needed interaction with these three guys. And yeah, we got it after the match where Reigns is shockingly cool with CM Punk for some stupid reason, but he never wants to team with Cody again. It's just like, okay, so maybe we do Reigns Cody 3 at the Rumble? Probably not, because it seems like Drew's still around. Are they really gonna do Reigns Cody 3 at Mania? I don't think so. So that's an interesting tease. It still feels like it's Reigns Punk at Mania, but who knows at this point?
I don't know. It's a toss up. I thought we were going to get a real clear vision, no pun intended, of what WrestleMania was going to look like, at least for Roman Reigns. And so, I mean, it would be a shoo-in, in my opinion, for Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble at this point.
I would think so too, but it would make more sense for him to go after Punk to me than Cody. But
you would think, but at this point, I mean, if Seth Rollins was supposed to be the guy and now he's not, it's like.
But yeah, it feels like it was going to be Seth Roman.
Yeah.
So I just do Punk Roman, and then it's to me, it feels like Cody Orton is Mania this year. Like it's time. It's time.
Yeah, I don't know. I laughed when he said Zebros because they're both in the Zootopia 2, which apparently is out right now, which that's what he said when he fist bumped him. And then the fact was like Cody, like, but the thing that bothered me was like Cody hit Punk by accident in the beginning of the match. And there was only 4 people in the match. So like Cody doing that looked stupid to me, but I don't think I saw anything that was really relevant for Roman Reigns and Cody not to be like, they didn't have a really monumental moment.
No, they literally had nothing because the match just ended. That's why this was a disappointment to me. That's why the pay-per-view was a disappointment to me. Like you set this up as this big thing, especially between these 3 guys, and that's what they give us. The right team won. The right man got the pin. It was cool to see Brock Lesnar as part of a team, but like, besides that, it's like I was very disappointed because they didn't give us what they teased us for.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. You left us with blue balls. So for that, I give this pay-per-view a D+.
And you still think it's Austin Theory? Yep.
You don't?
I mean, I do, but I mean, I don't think we're going to find out anytime soon.
Moved like Austin Theory.
He moved quick, I'll say that much.
Exactly. Seth don't move that quick.
No, and not that fluid either.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Not anymore.
Theory has history with Heyman and all these guys. He also like has reasons to not like Seth, so as being a part of his faction back in the day.
Okay.
One of his many failed factions, because that's what Seth Rollins does.
Except when he's part of the Shield.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, I would call this a D-.
Well, I gave it a D+. I was nicer than you.
Yeah, I don't know. I was not interested in this at all. It was background noise for me. Andrade, get the fuck out of here, Joe.
Wouldn't that be something? He was a little small to be Andrade. Andrade's much bigger than that. Andrade's a big boy.
Yeah, that's true. Overall, we don't really like this stuff, so let's move on to the Shine. Everybody always likes to be in the Shine here, especially JC. JC, I'm going to let you go first because you like positivity.
Dun, 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 dun. My number one shine from SmackDown. My number one shine from Raw. It was Solo Sikoa week, Nestlemania. Future world champion Solo Sikoa. He should win Money in the Bank next year. He should be a world champion next year. It should happen. He was the sole survivor for his team, and that's on Friday. And that's set up Nestlemania. And I'm going to say this. You can call it a hyperbole, but I thought Solo versus Gunther was one of the best TV matches I've seen in the last 5 to 10 years. That match blew me away. I love the heel versus heel dynamic. Obviously, Gunther started to get a little cheers at the end, but it's just like we don't see that ever in WWE, especially with 2 of your top heels. Like these are 2 of like your biggest villains. And that's why I love this matchup because it's so intriguing. And both these guys hit hard. Both these guys are badasses. And sometimes that doesn't always translate, but this one did. And the crowd was into it the whole time. This was an absolute fucking banger. This could have main evented a pay-per-view, and I don't think any of us would have been upset because it was that fucking good. Obviously, the right man won in Gunther, even though I would love to see Solo, but I was blown away by their performance. I enjoyed this so much, and I'd like to see, like, WWE doesn't do tournaments a lot, but when they do, like, let this happen. Let these things happen, because people never let this happen. Yeah, we'll get baby on baby, but think of how often we get heel versus heel, especially two of the top heels in the company. I thought that was a really cool dynamic.
I'm right there with you. I'm glad you said it before I did. I actually thought this was probably one of the best matches I've seen on television, period.
Glad we're on the same page.
So I looked at it like, because, and I'm trying to figure this out, and I think I know the answer that you're going to say, because it's not really fair to really ask this question, but I am going to ask it. Was it more Gunther's or Solo, or was it a mix? Because I feel like,
I think it's a mix, because I think both these guys are really fucking good. And I think Gunther, we know how good he is. I think Solo's one of the most underrated wrestlers on the roster. He got all the talent in the Uso family.
wow.
That's why I think he's the world champion. I mean, I know Jay's been one, but to me, it's like, you could see, even when he was Raw at NXT, you could tell, like, this guy's different. There's a reason why they called him Solo and they kept him away from his brothers at first, because this guy can stand alone. And he's done a lot of the goofy stuff. He's been the company man, but now he's starting to get his seriousness back. And this is where we get him to be a world champion as one of the top heels. Like, it's coming. He's still so young.
Yeah, he is. He's incredibly young. He's incredibly mature for his age. And the thing that I loved about this was there was a sense of urgency, but there wasn't a sense of just super fast things going on. And I really appreciate that from a standpoint of a fan. Like, everything registered to me, like every chop, every hit, I even love when at the outside, he like hit his thumb with the referee before Talatonga or whatever, like tried to get to him. And I love all that stuff. I just thought it was like, they were both being heels, but Baby Huey at the end kind of like still T-Rexed himself and then figured out how to win, which was fine. But
I love how they both tried to cheat. And then Gunther won by cheating. Like, it's heel versus heel.
Yes.
Who can out cheat who? I love that.
Yeah, I think it was wonderful. So again, people should study these matches. Like, this should go in a book somewhere of like, this is a match you should watch if you're stuck having to wrestle heel versus heel.
This should be played at the Performance Center for everyone down there. Like, on Tuesday, it should have been played. Like, you get everyone there, get ready for NXT. Be like, you guys are watching this entire match, even if you've seen it bell to bell, and we are going to study it. And we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, I could go on and on and on about it, but I really, truly believe that this was one of the best things you could watch in a long time.
I agree.
Push Nikki Bella. He woke up from his fucking nap. Do you hear that?
Push her to where? The fucking bottom of the card? Because that's where she's headed after Saturday.
I was going to say the fucking moon.
Push up her bra a little more, Bert? That's what you want.
I mean, go to OnlyFans, go to browsers. I don't care. Honestly. That's it. Push her real good. There you go.
Cena pushed that a lot.
Push it. Push it real good. There you go. There's some ASMR right there. Real good.
Stop.
Do you not like that? Does that make you feel weird?
Your voice isn't good enough.
I think my voice is fine.
I don't think it is.
Do you think we could do the whole podcast like this?
No, because one of us would forget. And plus, you can't talk about a Braun Breaker promo whispering, motherfucker. You soft-ass bitch, Nestlemania. Fucking Braun Breaker should win the title from CM Punk. He won't, but Nestlemania, that promo is why I love Braun Breaker. That is why I've fallen in love with Braun Breaker, and he's one of my favorite characters, because only he can pull off a promo like that, and for all of us to go, that was really fucking good. Anyone else has a promo like that, then you suck. But with Braun, it's like, it is so him, and it fucking worked. And his pacing, like, is just so erratic, but it literally fits him to a T. I love this fucking promo. If Solo didn't what he did this week, I would have led the show with this. But that's how pretty good, actually. There were a lot of good things on Raw. Because there's another thing that I really like this week, too, that is going to be third. But I had to bring up Braun Breaker here, because that motherfucker frothing at the mouth in a promo, love it.
The one thing I will say about this, and this is just completely inside baseball, when I was watching it, the commentary went out of their way to say it was a generational promo, which was like the used car salesman aspect of professional wrestling, where they bollically say something. So like, I liked the promo itself, but then when they did that afterwards, it took me completely out of it. Like, why do you need to comment on it because then it makes me feel like it's less than what it was supposed to be. Also, I understand it was like in the moment thing, but he goes, best in the world. Like he like he like world.
That's why it works.
And then he throws the microphone, it bounces. Somehow Logan Paul catches it and goes, damn, and like throws it. And I was just like, I don't think he realizes that he doesn't need to do those kind of things. I'm sure Heyman probably was probably like, yeah, never do that again. But it was good. But I am curious. He did the initial promo, which the aspect of the promo where he was like, hey, consider yourself cutting the promo, kid. You know, like he said at WrestleMania, this is for you. Like, I love the little aspect of the realism of it, which is now the real question, JC. He cut the promo, but now he has to stand toe to toe with CM Punk and go spar with that. Like that to me, that'll be the test.
I think it's gonna be great.
Cutting the
I'm
promo,
excited for it because he undressed CM Punk in this promo.
Cutting the promo by yourself is one thing, and that's good. That's a very, very healthy step forward. But now he's got to go back and forth because the back and forth, like shit stirring, trash talking stuff, that's where you make the money. I think
he did okay with Cody. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago? So
yeah,
I have complete faith in my Braun.
I do too. The thing is I want him to win. I really do.
We all do.
But I am so skeptical. So skeptical. Like
they're doing this now. I'm curious it'll be at the Rumble. I thought it would be Logan, but we can talk about like his thing later because maybe it's not going to be Logan. So imagine if it's Punk Lesnar at the Rumble. That'd be funny. How they going to sell Punk beating him, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do it because they're doing Braun. I believe it's the first show of the new year. So that still gives them 3 or 4 weeks before the Rumble to do someone else. So it's going to be very interesting. And yes, I was, Joe. I was alive for all 3 of them. I was just a kid. I'm just a kid and the Cowboys are a nightmare.
Did you
But hottest team in the NFL, baby. Had to wear them because if they win on Thursday, they're in the driver's seat, baby, and they'll get those trash ass Lions out of my face. Plus, I was getting hot. I had to do the wardrobe change. You guys got to see me live strip on camera. So I was singing Shania Twain, but then I realized I muted myself because I was taking things off. But I was going, let's go, girl. Going out tonight and we're feeling all right. I don't know the next lyric. Man, I feel like a woman.
You know, I'm going to say this. I hope he appears. The Backcracker is missing an all-time interesting knocker tonight. That's all I'm going to say.
He usually comes in late because I think he does his show at the same time.
What do you mean? I don't think so. What does that mean?
Bert might not have been alive. Bert, no, you were alive in 97, right?
97? Wasn't that Broncos territory, 97?
Suck my...
You're going to go look it up now.
No, because he obviously wasn't alive for the first 2.
I don't know.
But he should have been alive for the third one, I think. I don't know.
Anyway, where the fuck are we?
We're in the Shine Nestlemania. Do you have anything else to say about Braun?
No, we can move on.
So the third that I liked, and look it, I'm putting this here because I was watching. I was like, you know what? This is a positive. This is the most important those women tag team titles have ever felt. Just think about it. The whole show was centered around the women's tag team championships. They have 4 women's singles titles in Nestlemania. And suddenly, all of your top stars pretty much are going for the tag titles. I'll just run through it. 4 of your top stars kicked off the show about wanting them. Your Charlotte Alexa team and your Rhea Io team. That's 4 multi-time former world champions, like top of the card, face of the franchise players right there. Lyra and Bailey backstage. They want them too. Obviously, the Kabukis are the champions. And then who stood tall at the end of the night? The Judgment Day. And I was like, holy fuck. The women's tag team division is in better shape than the men's tag team division. And it's actually top stars. And they've been building these storylines around it. Like, yes, a lot of it has been tough. But now that we've got past the forced war games and that bullshit, I had to put this in the Shine because I'm like, they feel so important right now. They feel so important. Like Rhea and Io, 2 of your top world champions the last year or 2. Charlotte, arguably the greatest women's champion of all time. Alexa Bliss, but if she's like a 4 or 5, 6-time women's champion, never mind Bailey and all these, just right on down the line. Like, it's crazy. And I thought Raw did a very good job throughout the night, building it and showing it and being like, you know what, this division has depth. So yeah, I'm excited for what they could do with this, but I thought that was shine worthy because we've been dumping on the women's storylines a lot, but for this night, at least, I thought everything looked great.
I'll say this much. The minute that Raw ended in my head, I thought, oh, we got to do a 5-team ladder match. That would be fucking it. And don't give it at me Saturday night's main event. Give it. It's not going to happen at the Rumble. That'd be fucking stupid. Like taking all that talent and not putting it in the Rumble is stupid.
Well, they could double dip in women's, but yeah, no, OP. That's
like put this on a Monday Night Raw. Give it like 45 minutes.
Let's give it an hour.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice because I would like an hour, but I give these women a 5-way ladder match. That's what I want.
I approve that message.
TLC it up. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
I want to chase those waterfalls.
Yes, true. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I know that whole rap from Left Eye, but I'm not going to do it right now because then I'm going to sound like the guy in that Jennifer Aniston movie, and he was not cool, and I don't want to look like a nerd.
You're not cool either. So
no, yeah, I know.
The song about you is No Scrubs because they don't want.
No, that's No Scrubs.
Yeah, I know.
There's a difference.
You're a scrub.
By the way, you excited for Scrubs coming back in February?
I saw that. I don't know if I am because the last time they did it, it wasn't good. So.
No, it wasn't. The last season was terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. So I'm very tentative.
You'll watch it. Everybody's going to watch it. It's fine.
We'll see.
Please spit those bars. No, thank you. Maybe at the end of the show. I just love the, like, they were actual waterfall, like CGI back in the day. You know, I seen a rainbow yesterday. Too many. I'm not going to do it. Anyway, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. Left Eye. I love T-Boz growing up. That fun fact, Nestle fact, hashtag Nestle fact of the night. That was the first cassette I ever bought.
You're dating yourself with the cassettes.
Crazy.
You know what I used when I was a kid?
CDs. I know.
I had a Discman growing up.
I can tell you this much.
Walkman,
my parents were very confused that I asked for a cassette of 3 women on the front of it. So,
you know what my first CD was?
I'm gonna guess something related to Britney Spears.
No, it was actually Smash Mouth Astro Lounge.
You know what? That's a great CD.
You know what my second and third CDs were?
No.
Eiffel 65, I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die, and the Blink 182 with the famous cover.
I'll tell you this much. My first CD, you probably never even heard of Offspring, but it was Americana.
I've heard of Offspring.
Okay. Pretty Fly for a White Guy changed my life because it made me feel like I could be cool, even though I know I'll never be cool. So I know. You don't even. You can lay out. I did.
I just had to mouth it. The video viewers get to see it. They get to see me mouth things all the time.
Yeah. Well, you mouth a lot of things. You down a lot of things with your mouth.
I gotta. Yeah. Actually, I actually have a small mouth. So.
All right. Anyway, we get off on a way fucking tangent here. TLC aside, anything else that's positive? Because I've got.
Yeah, I have one more piece of shine. The finish to the Styles Dragon Lee match. That fucking finish was super hot fire.
It was super hot fire. I thought the thing is here's the thing. I can make all the jokes I want about Dragon Lee, but it's
Lucha Libre.
This is sure. I always have the litmus test. I was told this a long time ago when I was studying wrestling and everything. They told me watch wrestling muted because some commentary is terrible, but when you watch it on mute and watch the crowd. If the crowd's standing, you've got him. The crowd's standing on their feet, and that happened during Gunther and Solo, and it happened for this tag match. That, to me, was just the telltale sign of, I cannot believe that AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are a team, but they're going to fucking continue to do this shit, and it's great. So. What does that say? Nestle,
now,
that's what I call music, guy.
Now that's what I call music.
You're probably right. Listen, I never got the.
I had what was it? What was there was one now that was really good.
The holidays one?
No. There was one that had every fucking banger from when I was a kid.
That's what I call 90s.
No, I don't remember which one it was. It was like I want to say that's like 18, but that might be too far.
18. Well, how the fuck would we know what number it's gonna be? Come on.
That's what I'm trying to think. There was one now that stood out from the rest.
Anyway, no. You know what, Bertsky? I'm really into Kids Bop. That's what I'm into. Nothing more horrifying than listening to kids play fucking songs that have no business being on the same fucking album. I hate it. Kids Bop to me is an atrocity to the music industry. It's fucking cash grab. So I got one thing that I thought was super, 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 super tiny, but I really enjoyed it, JC. You're gonna look up That's What I Now That I Call Music 18, aren't you?
Oh, I'm very distracted, but so you can say whatever you want.
Are you distracted by a woman right now?
No, I'm distracted by looking up nows.
Oh my god. Is this going to turn into a music podcast? I hope not.
You said you had to say something, so
Okay.
say your bit and I'll
What
come
I
back
really
later.
loved, as we can put our hoods back on if you want.
Nope, mine's over there.
All right. Well, I'm going to put my hood back on for this. I really love the backstage segments with Adam Pearce and Eddie Arango, the referee, being like, "Hey, if you go in the locker room later, keep your ear to the ground and figure out if anybody knows what's happening, because Heyman says it's not him." And then in backstage later, he's like, "So, did you hear anything?" And it's like, "No, nothing yet." And I'm just like, I know it's a CDF storyline, but I love that they're going with it. I love that they're continuing a small mystery. I love a good mystery, Detective Nestle style. And I think it's great to keep that masked character off TV until we can figure out what's going to happen. Because what if the masked character helps Braun Breaker win on January 5th?
That would be something now, wouldn't it?
Uh-huh. That'd be a pretty cool thing. Just saying. I just thought it was nice. It gives me when I get things that are besides the wrestling, like a little bit of the character stuff, I'm all in. I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try it. So I think that's good stuff. Either way, and having a referee involved feels like it's kind of like it just feels weird. I just like it.
Fucking narc.
Yeah, I like it though. Like I think like I'm watching something that's not wrestling sometimes. So it helps. You know? Just
Sure.
saying. The Wiggles. Get the fuck out of here with the Wiggles. I don't want Wiggles. You know what my kids watch, which is actually really adorable? My son watches a YouTube channel called Jack Hartman Kids Music Channel. This like 78-year-old man, which is very creepy, looks like Weird Al singing these songs about random fucking things like how to tie your shoes, all the months of the year, days of the year. And this kid knows how to spell all these things because of that. So check out Jack Hartman. He's pretty good. Better than Wiggles. Anywho, anything else is positive? Or you want to get negative? Get him off my TV, get him off my TV, get him off my TV. Well, I'm a little confused on this whole thing where LA Knight says he's getting pissed off that someone's stopping me from getting to where I want to go. Is this the throwaway line? Are we doing something with this? Is he fighting the man? Is that a thing? Because Triple H ain't going to fight him.
He's gonna lose to Gunther.
Nick Khan ain't going to fucking fight him.
I don't know.
I just thought it was what a weird fucking throwaway line for me. Like it's just
I'm just
like,
glad he beat Jey Uso.
Yeah, me too. Like Jesus Christ. Like can we just for 1 second ask the question? Do you think LA Knight next is it next Monday or is it Friday when the match
Friday.
Friday
Gunther versus LA Knight is Friday.
Do you think LA Knight will finally have a good wrestling match in the WWE?
If he's ever gonna have one, it's gonna be with Gunther.
I'm saying
go at least 20 minutes.
I'm saying because honestly, he's just here's the thing. If you can't have a good match with Gunther, it's you. It's you.
Jey Uso had good matches with Gunther, so
it's you. It is 100%.
It's gotta be you.
It's gonna be me. Yeah, listen, I cannot tell you how much I hate LA Knight, how much I hate Jey Uso. But there was a part of me that was like, I'm so glad that LA Knight beat Jey Uso. And also, Jey Uso had a tizzy. We didn't talk about that, JC, where he knocked over the Prime bottles and then had a backstage segment with Jackie where he basically said it looked better on Roman anyway. So now I'm like, do you think they'll let Jey Uso stay off television for a bit? To the Royal Rumble, perhaps? Because that's what I'm hoping.
No?
No
chance. It was now 8, by the way.
Oh, okay, that doesn't mean anything for me, but okay.
That was my favorite one. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, great. I don't know what's on there. This is great.
You want me to go through all 20 songs?
No, I'm just saying. Like,
Bootylicious by Destiny's Child, Pop by NSYNC, I'm Real by J-Lo, Studda by Joe featuring Mystical, Someone to Call My Lover, Janet Jackson, AM to Pia, Christina Milian, Boehner, A Little Bit, Jessica Simpson, Crush, Mandy Moore, Boehner, Rock the Boat, Aaliyah, You Got It, Bad Usher, More Than That, Backstreet Boys, Clint Eastwood by the Gorillaz, Boehner, Start the Commotion, The Wise Guys, Me, Myself, and I, Jive Jones, I'm a Believer, Smash Mouth, Fat Lip, Sum 41, The Rock Show, Blink-182, Bad Day Fuel, Be Like That, Three Doors Down, Walk On You Too. Great fucking CD. That's the best now. Now 8.
Okay.
Mic drop. I told you I'd get there.
Okay.
I'm happy. I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag.
All right,
I'm
but-
useless, but not for now. The heat is getting on. It's getting.
Anything else that you thought was
Finally,
good?
someone let me out of my cage.
All right. Knock it off.
Yeah, Jey Uso lost. That was good. But I don't give a fuck about Jey Uso. I just want to see LA Knight lose, and that's all I have to say about that. Just get me to Cena Gunther.
Anything else that's heaty?
Was there anything else this week that I don't remember?
I'm just trying to go through and ask you, bud. That's all.
I don't have anything else written down, so it's up to you. That's why I was singing.
Okay, that's fine. I
You want me to
appreciate
do that
it.
entire rap? The finally someone let me out.
No,
of my
no,
cage?
no,
Have him
please
be as
don't.
Nothing.
No, please don't. I will say this much.
See, Joe knows. Joe knows.
What?
Joe knows.
It is. No, I'm not saying it
Yeah.
isn't. I'm
Nestle's trying to
saying-
stop me from preaching to the good people. Here, Joe.
No, I'm just saying that
Trying to jive up this podcast with a little flavor this week.
there's a great Gorilla song that I have to go look it up now because I don't think you would know it.
Probably
But there's I think it's Dare, but it's a good song. You should listen to that one. It's a good. Look, I don't really have a lot more that's heaty specifically, but
glorious.
there you go. If you want to go into it,
I don't have a fucking hope, so you gotta go first.
way to
Let me
show
look
'em.
at NXT. I'll find a hope.
Let me say this much. For my hope, I am prepared, so I'll go.
Yeah, I was prepared, but I already blew it. So
Everybody get your tinfoil conspiracy hats on. Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Look, I am convinced. You ready for this shit? Braun Breaker is winning the world championship on the first episode of Raw on Netflix this year. He is winning it. It is his time. He is holding on to it. And I'm even more convinced because they put this at a random special event right there at the beginning of the new year, right? If you listen to Seth Rollins on the Rich Eisen podcast, he said, we're right on schedule, folks. So to me, I believe Braun Breaker beats. Sure. I believe that Seth Rollins will be back in time. Braun Breaker will have that championship all the way to WrestleMania. And they'll have a mystery opponent in that fucking elimination chamber. He's going to burn it down. He's going to return. And we're going to have Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. That is my hope. That's it.
I hope your hope is wrong because your hope sucks.
What are you
The
talking
Braun
about?
part's great, but Seth Rollins part, he ruins it.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
he's coming. He's
No.
fucking coming.
he can fucking burn his ass down. He can come out the Raw after WrestleMania. How about that?
Nope. No.
No. Fucking
Telling
put
you.
that
That's
shit
my
on
hope,
your
baby.
face. It's a terrible hope.
Fuck you. Do you have one?
Yeah, I do. My hope is that Lola Vice wins the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge because she's the GOAT. She should be the next Women's World Champion. She can beat GC Jane. And yeah, she can beat Saul Ruka, Kalani Jordan, Jordan Grace, and Kendall Gray. But yeah, give me Lola Vice. Hashtag JC knows. Hashtag JC's hopes come true. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's my girl. I hope she wins because she's a Latina.
Yeah, because that matters.
She yells that before she bum rushes people, and I would
I
love
know.
to take that move.
Of course you would. Oh, God. I need to make that a clip. What was that? 39, 30. That was great.
Headphones came right off.
You know, that wouldn't have happened if you had your headphones like this.
No, they probably would have just smacked me in my mouth, and then I'd be tunning my headphones.
You know what I realize now that I just did that? Do you know that weird fucking like thing that people work out in? Like they have like they strap it to their head and they do head turns and shit for concussions. That was fucking great. Like, this is what I feel like I'm doing, but yours was so much better. So much fucking better. Thank you for doing that. That made my night. Honest to God. I will say this is a weird albatross because we're in between the comeback. You know what? I was gonna give my comeback. Are we going to comebacks?
Don't call it a comeback. Yes.
I was gonna give my comeback to Uncle Howdy, but then I remembered something that really made me feel something, and it was nice to see, which was that package between Maxine and Natty. And I think we're going to get Natty the way we want Natty. and Maxine was all like,
Is there any way we really want that?
Maxine,
For being honest.
listen, that was the best thing Browsers has ever produced in my life. When I
just wanted to
watched
get a
that,
joke in there.
I'm telling you though, seriously, like I popped because the Natty thing was at least interesting to me. And the Maxine thing was the best character development I've seen her do in a long time. It was great. I fucking loved it. So I hope this happens. I hope everything works out for both of these ladies because Natty can turn on her and become something. Maxine's a great sympathetic babyface. And I just loved her being like, more. We'll be done when I'm saying I'm done. I'm like, yes, you will. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Yeah. Yeah. Hands up for Jesus. Yes, you will.
Speaking of Maxine.
Now that's what I call comeback.
Speaking of my comeback, it's her next opponent.
Love
Ivy Nile
her.
is back, baby. And she told Adam Pearce, I'm next, bitch. Goldberg said, you're next. Ivy Nile said, I'm next. Ivy beat Maxine every time she's faced her. So makes sense to me. Gets Becky away from this shit for now and lets Maxine, probably get a win before she inevitably loses to somebody. But it's good to see Ivy Nile back. Hopefully the Creeds are in tow because I miss them. I love that. I love that group.
You know what?
Ivy gets my comeback.
I was going to say conspiracy theory number 2. Gable said before he left, he's like, when I return, you're going to be the IC champion and these boys are going to be tag champions. Wouldn't that be something, huh? And then, of course, we get Master Gable, I'm seeing it.
Ivy Nile could win a singles title before Chad Gable does.
That's a little sad, I'll be honest.
It is kind of sad.
I mean, considering how great he is.
I agree.
That's pretty sad. Big old finish?
Big old finish on SmackDown. We talked about it earlier. Gunther and LA Knight in the Cena finals. I'm assuming we're both picking Gunther there.
I'm going to pick LA Knight.
Yeah, that's a terrible pick. On Raw,
whoa. Why is it a terrible pick?
Because, you hate him. 1. And 2, we all want Gunther Cena. You want to watch LA Knight versus John Cena in John Cena's last match after you said how bad of a wrestler LA Knight is. You want to put him in there with the old man. And our last memory to be of the GOAT that he wrestled LA fucking Knight. Terrible fucking pick.
Then why is he in the finals?
To lose to Gunther. Because they love to do this with Knight. They let him get to the end and then he fucking loses. Like everything. With the titles, Money in the Bank, everything. Because it continues to make people want him.
Okay.
He's not able to wrestle Sami Zayn. He's character Sami Zayn. But Nestlemania, we go to Raw. We have Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor. And we have the AJ Dragon taking on the War Raiders who are randomly back for the tag titles.
Hey, I like that they're using the tag titles, so that's
something. Nice to see them defended.
As opposed to, I think we've seen Ray and AJ. I'm sorry, Ray and who? Ray and Finn. We've seen that before. Still going to be a great match.
Yeah, it'll be a great match.
We didn't talk about Ray getting some fucking slaps in on Logan Paul. Didn't that seem a little bit weird?
He did. I mean, they had good history. That was my favorite Logan feud, I think. The LA Knight feud was good too, but the Ray Logan feud was good. So I like the callback to that here. And it makes sense because it got me thinking, Ray's going to take one of Dom's titles. So maybe he's taking the IC and we get Ray and Logan for the IC at Mania. Maybe that's why they have it setting up for Logan to be going after the IC.
Does it seem weird that, like, when I look at the visual of the Vision, Bronson Reed's still less than Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
But
I like Logan Paul in the Vision, but it is weird that Braun has already gone past him, but it doesn't bother me.
It bothers me a little bit.
Because Logan being the featured guy, like, I don't know if it works.
Okay.
Even though I love Logan, but I think having Braun be the featured guy and Logan being there with them, because Logan gives them a different aspect, which I really like. And I think it's good for him too, because he's done so much good as a solo act. I do like kind of seeing him in this role. It's different for him, which I don't think is a bad thing because I think he can learn a lot, especially being next to Paul.
I mean, it definitely works. It's visually, it's appealing and it makes sense. I just felt like he's already been the United States champion. So for me, I feel like.
Yeah, but you get the IC. You got to check off all the boxes, bro.
No, I get it. But I feel like it's almost like he's challenged. I think at least.
He lost to Cody. He's lost to Roman. And
I think maybe Seth. I'm not 100% sure. But
yeah, he probably did.
But I'm saying he's challenged for the World Heavyweight title. So I feel like. I don't know.
Guys always go down. The only reason why this one was weird is because it felt like he was being set up to face Punk. But they clearly shifted to Braun. because they probably must have felt like he was more ready than they thought. So now they're shifting Logan to somewhere else.
Something different. I don't know. Maybe Punk pulled the Punk card.
No, I don't think he has any issues working with Logan.
Okay.
Logan gets great heat. Everyone wants to be in the ring with him. It's the same thing with like Dom. It's just as easy to do your job when you're working with them.
Okay. Fair enough.
NXT deadline predictions, Nestlemania. It is this Saturday, I believe. And we have 5 matches set, including the 2 Iron Survivor matches, which something they made up a few years ago, and I think they're pretty fun for something random. They're the fun aspect, so they're always fun. The winner of those matches get the number 1 contenders, but we're going to start off. I'm going to start off with it first because they said for the first time ever, the NXT Championship will be kicking off the show, which means they have something big planned for probably one of the Iron Survivors. It is a singles match, a rematch for the NXT Championship. Obafemi, the ruler, tries to get his title back from the champion, Ricky Saints. I don't know how Ricky Saints is going to beat him again, Nestlemania, but Ricky Saints is going to retain, and Oba will move on to the Royal Rumble after this.
Yeah, I mean, look, Ricky Saints is on a roll. He's definitely the guy. So, yeah, Oba's just there to put the exclamation point on his NXT career, hopefully, and move on to Raw or SmackDown and then head over there because he desperately needs to face Dragunov or he needs to do something soon and just do something fucking awesome. SmackDown needs an Obafemi. That's what you need.
He would be good there. He would be good there. Next up, singles match for the NXT North American Championship. The champion, Ethan Page, defends against Mr. Iguana. Give me Ethan Page.
Give me Page as well because he is an absolute stud and he's doing so much for that brand. Like he is absolutely. Did you hear his comment about what he said about NXT?
Oh yeah.
I mean that's
Say
a guy.
Say it for the people.
He said, "I hate and I'm going to obliterate the idea of people saying that NXT is a developmental territory. It is not a developmental territory because I am the best wrestler on any show. I am working for the best person who runs a show, HBK. And when you want to use me to get everybody else over, you're calling me. You're not calling other people. So NXT is the place to be." And then he also made the argument that you can't say it's developmental when it has a national TV deal. So
yeah, and honestly, it hasn't been developmental for a while.
Right.
The developmental happens before you get on NXT, and now they have even more shows like Evolve and stuff. Like, yes, there are people who are still developing on these shows, but you could say the same thing about every other show. AEW, Raw, SmackDown, TNA. There's always people developing. But yeah, Ethan Page stud. He wins here. Next up, singles match, Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dame, who will have Nico Vance and Sean Spears in their corner. They're doing this pretty quick after the fallout from this. So it makes me feel like we're getting more than one match here. So I might have to go off the grid and pick Izzy Dame to pick up a cheating win here. And Tatum gets her comeuppance in some sort of gimmick match down the line.
Yeah, I feel like Alexa Bliss Jr. is going to definitely eat it on this one. So Izzy Dame for me. Come on. It's true.
Okay.
I do like the crying makeup, though. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Tatum's done. She's one of the most improved this year for sure. And Izzy Dame, I don't know if she's still with Braun Breaker, but she was getting speared a lot. Next up, we have the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge for a Women's NXT Championship match at New Year's Evil. Sol Ruka takes on Lola Vice, takes on Kalani Jordan, takes on Jordan Grace, takes on Kendall Gray. And Nestlemania, all I'd say about this match is athletic as fuck. Who you got?
To me, it's a 2-woman stud race here. Sol Ruka or Jordan Grace.
Yeah, it feels like those could be the two. Now that JC's champion again, it can't be Kalani because I don't know if you saw the segment from Tuesday night, but she's getting booted out of the building. Kendall Gray, I believe, is the Evolve champ. She's still very new. I mean, she's been around a while. She's good, but like it's taken her a while with the character. But they're putting her in this match to showcase. But Lola's had a chance at it, but it feels like storyline wise that Sol's going to get screwed. I think Zarya screws her in this match. They kind of teased it last night, where Zarya looked like she was going for Sol, but she actually hit someone else. So I think that'll probably cost Sol. So I'm going to go Jordan Grace because I feel like this might be the time they finally give her the strap.
I think we should give everything to Jordan Grace. That woman is a fucking juggernaut. And honestly, she's one of one. So if I ever get to meet that lady, I just want her to press me, like gorilla press me into the fucking crowd. That's what I want. She's fucking awesome. So I'm going to pick Jordan Grace.
All right. Next up, I assume will be the men's event, the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge for an NXT Championship match at New Year's Evil, likely taking on Ricky Saints. Javon Evans takes on Leon Slater, takes on I Believe in Joe Hendry versus Dion Lennox. I was right, suck it, and Miles Bourne. So this one's interesting, Nestlemania. because we got 4 baby faces and only 1 heel. And I was ready to come on this and pick my boy Javon. But then I was like, no, I'm probably going to go Miles Bourne. But then I was like, you know what? There's only 1 heel in this match. And you know what he did? Dion Lennox gave his tag team championship to the other black guy. I don't know his name. But he gave him the tag title, which means he is fully on as a single, which makes me think Dark State might fucking win this fucking match.
Do you have the balls to pick it?
I think Javon and Slater are going to cancel each other out because they're still kind of going for the tags. So like Miles Bourne, like he
already had a shot.
I know, but not Ricky Saints, did he?
Yeah, but it's the same thing. He's had a shot. Joe Hendry's had a shot,
bro. They all have shots. Trick Williams just had 30 shots, and they did the thing where Miles had to beat Trick. Oh man, this is tough. Give me Miles Bourne. But if it's Dion Lennox, I'm gonna be real mad at myself because they're setting it up for him to start challenging for bigger titles.
Is he that good though?
He seems like the best one in Dark State. He was the one on TV on NXT before. Remember, he was doing like the nerd gimmick with the glasses and all the girls loved him. He's a big fucking strappy man, so he seems like he's the guy of that group. But we'll see. But yeah,
Shawn Michaels sees something in him. I don't know.
Give me Miles Bourne.
I feel like Joe Hendry is not Joe Hendry anymore.
He is officially signed to WWE, as he put out on Twitter. He is on the roster.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of like, what are you doing for New Year's Evil? Like, what do you know what I mean? Like,
that's why I'm so scared. It could be a Ricky Saints, Dion Lennox setup.
But none of these guys wow me anymore, except for, Joe Hendry. But like,
I mean, when I watch Javon Evans, Leon Slater, and Miles Bourne wrestle, they fucking wow me. I love Javon. I think Javon's an ultimate future, but it just seems like he and Leon are kind of still going for the tag titles a little bit, and they're just in this match to put in the show. Even though I'd love Javon to win this. He was who I would pick, who I would make win, but I'm not in charge. I trust HBK. Give me Miles Bourne.
I'm going to go with...
It's a tough one.
I'm going to go with Lennox.
You're trying to fucking steal my logic. God, I hope I'm wrong about that.
Well, be better next time. I don't know.
I am better. I'm going to go with my original pick of Miles Bourne. Not my overthinking pick of Dion Lennox, even though they're setting the table for it.
Well, either way, it is what it is, bud.
Dark State.
Taking
That's my favorite faction.
They never learn. They never learn. They just don't. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Is it fine? It's fine. It's fine. Before we leave, JC, big news. TNA going to AMC. That's a big fucking deal. Big deal. They get to go live on Thursdays coming up in January. I think that's a big deal for them. And it's nice. It's crazy. We're going to have live wrestling on Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Yeah,
that's
too much
insane.
for me. I can't watch all that shit.
I know. I'm just saying, set your DVR and then delete it.
That's what I do with AEW.
Yeah. Can't wait to watch it after this podcast for 20 minutes.
I won't.
That's what it is. It is
until MJF comes back or something good happens. I'm out.
Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Anything else? You want to get the hell out of here?
Get the out of here.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening and watching the Jobber Knocker podcast. As always, we'll be back next week with some more Jobber Knockery.